Alam nyo ba itong SMDC? Ang gandang gawin na puhunan. Kung gusto nyong mag-invest sa mga kondo nila, maganda yung mga locations, talagang prime, mala resort yung mga amenities. Well-managed yung cleanliness, saka pwede mo pang maparent yung kondo na mabibili mo. Hindi mahal yung bayad sa pag-reserve, pati yung monthly mong down. Talagang abot kaya nating mga tiga-ibang bansa. So guys, kung gusto nyong magkaroon ng sarili nyong kondo, pamumuhunan ninyo, titirahan o gagawing bakasyonan, may eksklusibong discount kami ng SMDC dito sa Over a Glass or Two. Mag-email lang kayo sa amin sa oagot.us@gmail.com. Pwede ka din magbenta nito para sa ekstrang pera mo. So email lang kayo sa oagot.us@gmail.com. Get your mind and body rejuvenated with Monarch Montage, Skin Science and Medical Aesthetics. Secure the glow you always wanted. Achieve the body of your dreams. Monarch Montage upholds its high standards in beauty. Beauty is the harmony of science and art. Beauty is balance and civic. Complexions are meant to be immaculate, and beauty is beyond time. Imagine the possibilities. In the Philippines, contact Dr. Homer Mendoza. In New York City, contact Dr. Alicia Almendrao. Learn more at monarch-montage.com. Monarch Montage, the beauty and health continue. Coming to you from New York City, bringing the video podcast for global Filipinos around the world. Watch and listen as we speak and get to know different celebrities, icons, influencers, and inspiring people. Join Jesse Dang and Jay Cass as they talk about anything and everything while bridging the gap between Filipinos of different generations and genres of choice. This is Over a Glass or Two.
Boom! Here we are again.
Hi, good morning po sa inyong lahat. Good morning, good morning. It's Saturday night here in the US, especially in New York and New Jersey. Ay, Saturday night sa Pilipinas. Ay, hindi pala, sorry. Pasensya na ha, nalilito na ako. Kasi sobrang aga kong nagising today. So it's Saturday morning here in the US, especially in New York and New Jersey. And sa Pilipinas naman po, it's evening. Nakakalito na to kasi last night I was it was kind of late, so napuyat. I went to a press con for the biggest Mac Music Festival actually in California. So talagang napuyat ang lola mo. Pero it's okay kasi nga excited ako sa ating special guest for today. My God. Okay, Jay, kasi ikaw naman, go!
And syempre ako din puyat. Pero galing from Brooklyn po. Good morning po sa lahat ng mga Filipinos and non-Filipinos in different time zones, in different dimensions, in different continents, in different galaxies, in this whole wide universe.
Woohoo! Yes!
Speaking of yung mga ginawa natin kagabi, wala ako sa press con na yan kasi syempre.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, we went out.
Where did you go? Okay, where did you go? In New York?
Yeah.
Manhattan?
Yeah, in Manhattan. Kasi I wanted to spend quality time just in his pad, but he wants to go out because he had a shitty week.
Aww. At least, diba?
Yeah, but he's going to Arizona kasi in Monday, so I wanted to see him. Yes, my Friend. Charot.
With benefits. Di ba?
Oh my God.
So, mamaya tonight, I'm dying to know that tonight. Kasi nga, di ba, we're having dinner naman. At guys, it's Hudson Restaurant Week, okay? So,
yes, in
it's
Jersey naman
after
yan.
2 years after, my God, it's been 2 years no na walang restaurant week because of the pandemic. But now, ayan na, nag-start na siya until, I believe it's March 11. So, hey, if you guys want to check it out, it's Hudson Restaurant Week. So there's so many restaurants, mga Michelin stars restaurant that are participating for that event.
Yes.
So anyways, sige na, introduce mo na Jcas. Teka, bago introduce, we would like to say hi sa mga unang-unang nag-comment.
Yes, unang-una po, attendance roll. Kay Morales,
of course,
thank you for being
Morales,
here.
ang aming mabait
Masarap.
at mabait at maganda.
Alright.
Si Kay Morales. Oh, actually, Kate, yes, these bracelets are from Ate Star. Yeah, dadalhin ko yung sa'yo mamaya.
Oo nga, huwag mo
later
kalimutan ha. Oh
yes,
my Lord.
Ate Star, thank you
Ate
so
Star,
much for this.
Thank you very much. We love you. Thank you for the bracelets.
Yes. Jen D, hello. Bella Katage, hi. From Antique siya. Okay, hi. Hello.
And
Thank
again,
you for watching, guys.
Yung mga nakalog in and naka-live comments, please share this video amongst your friends so they can enjoy it as well. Bago sila matulog or kakagising lang nila if they're here in the United States.
Dahil ang inyong idol na napakaganda. Nako, nandito na.
Oo
You'll
nga.
get to know her better. Ayan. Okay, Jcas, bilis introduce our special guest for tonight sa Pilipinas at morning naman po dito sa US. Okay, go
Yes.
Jcas.
Our guest this morning is a Filipino-Australian actress, host, dancer, endorser, writer, and model. She's known internationally for a critically acclaimed performance in Han SP's 2013 film Transit, and in the Philippines as the younger sister of fellow actress Ann Curtis. Aside from being a favorite cover of several magazines, she has also done noteworthy TV series like Descendants of the Sun and The World Between Us. She has also done a lot of movies and has won awards for performances in Transit, Dementia, and Baka Bukas. She's also a National Youth Ambassador for the World Vision Philippines. Let's have our morning brighter and the night more interesting by getting to know the beautiful actress, Jasmine Curtis Smith.
Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Hi. My God, you're really
Good morning.
beautiful. Good morning.
Good morning to you guys. Good morning to everyone also that's tuned in to Over a Glass or Two. I've got my glass here with me tonight.
Ayan.
Ano iniinom mo, Jazz?
So this is hot tea, tsaa, kumbaga, but it's peach. So medyo, kung gusto nyo ng iced tea, diba, you just add the ice. But tonight, I chose to have some hot tea para I get kind of wind down. While everyone's medyo party on a Saturday night, I choose to chill.
Aww.
Yeah.
But okay, just in case, let's say nandito tayo sa isang bar. So what kind of poison would you choose? Would
Poison
you order?
talaga.
Poison ang tawag ko dyan. Good poison.
Siguro, I would be more of a gin and tonic kind of girl by the bar. Just to keep it kind of nice and clean para, because I know I don't get a bad hangover from that. But with like wine or the harder type of straight drinks lang na walang halo, I don't know about you guys, but I crash and
Yeah.
I can't survive.
I can relate
talaga?
kasi lumabas ako kahapon with a friend and naghalo ako ng red wine at saka ng vodka cran. Kaya I have hangover right now. Pero nawawala yung hangover ko kasi para ako nakatingin sa salamin, nakikita ko sarili ko. Charot!
I love it!
ang ganda eh. Ano ba yun?
Sabi ka, visit ka.
Ganun ba?
My God. Anyways, sige, Jazz, teka, bago tayo magkwentuhan meron kaming rito
Oo, ready ako ng ating
Oo, we have a
Bellini.
protocol.
If you were drinking sana, ready ako ng Bellini, pero ready rin ako ng coffee, so dalawa. Oo, kahit umaga. Yes,
Ganyan siya.
Sasabayan ko yung guest, syempre nakakaya naman, charot.
Ayun,
Ayan.
At least parehas kami ng ng
ayan,
mug ni
dalawa ang
Jazz,
aking cheers,
diba?
okay?
Yan, okay. Sa sambayan ng Pilipinas po at sa aming Dearest USA. Guys, let's welcome the beautiful, my God, ang pinakaiintay nyo, Miss Jasmine Curtis Smith. Welcome to Over a Glass or Two.
Over glasses or two. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice meeting you, Jasmine.
Nice to meet you guys.
Ayan. Oh, isa pa. Okay, last
Ay.
ito. Ano na tayo? Mag-picture
May
and
class
then that's
picture
it.
pala kami.
Class picture tayo. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3.
Ayan.
Yan. My God. Alam mo, Jazz,
Yeah.
as I thought pagpasok mo kanina, you look like Anne. Nung tumatagal, I noticed it kasi nung when you were younger, sobrang hindi, wala kayong resemblance eh. But now that you're getting older, which is you're still young, right? But yung face nyo nagiging magkahawig. Ang galing, no? Pwede pala talaga yun?
Yeah, and I think over time, kasi before I had really chubbier cheeks, and that was what set me aside from her. Yung kahit hindi ako ngumingiti, meron ng automatic na parang, there's that shape na and form. But I think as you shed the baby weight, or as you work out and define yourself a bit
Yes.
more, yun, siguro dun din kami nagkaroon ng similarities and lumabas. And even sometimes I look like my mom, and
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
my
Oh, wow.
sister, like, yung features rin ng mom ko lumalabas na rin sa ate ko. So it's a great thing to see and I guess observe over time. And lalo
Yes.
na kasi publicly now we share our photos so much from our younger years also. So
Mm-mm.
it's crazy because I see it too in some of my shoots, especially kapag naka-makeup, yung may angulo ding parang wow, parang mapapa second take din yung mga makeup artist na if you do this angle, kamukha ko talaga si ate. And it's cool, I think,
Oh,
kasi nagkakaroon na rin ng parehong, I guess, nakikita na nila yung
yung
similarities.
similarities.
Oo,
Yeah.
correct ka dyan. Pero
Practice nga
teka,
kami.
meron
Oo.
backup kasi may na-mention mo, di ba, na-lose mo yung chubby cheeks mo before. Ako, kahit
Yeah.
ako nasa treadmill ako, parang yung chubby cheeks ko lumalaki lalo. Parang ginawa mo?
I know.
Or genetics na ba to?
Ano ba? Sige nga. Ano nga? Tip,
Maybe.
ha?
Oo. Automatic na sa'yo yun, nag-workout ka na. And wait, speaking of workout, anong exercise regimen mo?
Yes.
I'm very much relaxed right now with my exercise. So I stick to a lot of yoga in the morning especially para throughout the day parang yung muscles ko na stretch ko na siya and hindi siya hindi ako mapupulikat ng mabilis-bilis lang just because of a wrong movement. But before I used to hit the gym a lot with yung mga weights and lifting, and just recently sinubukan kong mag jujitsu. So that's something new.
Wow.
Oh, what's the
How do you like it?
jiu-jitsu?
Um it's a lot of floor work. So nasa mat kami and para siyang wrestling pero controlled. So kailangan lang na maingat ka din and aralin mo yung movements para hindi mo masasaktan naman yung ka-sparring mo. Kasi, ano din siya it's what do you call it? It's a mixed martial arts. So, it can
Oh.
get physical and you are like hugging each other and like pushing each other's face with your feet and you're using your whole body. It's not just like you're boxing na
Ang
yung upper
galing.
body lang.
Adventurous ka talaga, no? Kasi I know you're a surfer as well. You do a lot of things. Grabe ha. Pero compared, wait, so ganyan, ano ba, ang sister mo din ganun? Like parehas kayo? Kasi alam ko
We're the
magkaiba kayo eh.
same. No,
But
we're the same. I think yun nga now that I'm I mean, like you said kanina, I'm still young, but now that I'm growing up more and
Yes.
I'm discovering myself more also, I've seen na marami pala kaming similarities ni ate pagdating sa ganon. And I think it's because then throughout watching her and while she was growing up also, I got to see how much good and fun it was for her to explore yung mga surfing, wakeboarding, ano pa ba? Ang hindi ko palang nagawa na ni ate is skydiving. So, I
Oh.
can't, hindi pa
Uy,
kaya
gusto
ng
ko
heart.
din yan. Nasa bucket list ko
Takot
yan.
ako. No,
Kaya ng
no, no.
heart
I
ko.
can't. Parehas
Pero
tayo,
ano,
Jazz.
pero na-try ko dito yung yung indoor skydiving.
Yung parang you're floating
Yeah,
from
You're floating.
there's a
Yun.
giant fan below and then it's inside.
that.
Oh, I loved it so much. Pag sa taas ka, kasi merong taong mag-guide sa'yo, di ba? Nakahawak
Okay.
sa'yo. And then he's gonna spin you around. Nakakahilo sa taas para you're literally inside like a blender. Sabi ko,
Oh my God!
nahihilo ko lang sa suka ko pero more. Kaya sabi ko, I'm really ready for the actual thing because I enjoy this itong simulation lang.
Really?
It's so
yeah.
scary.
If you're here, I'm sure meron dyan sa Pilipinas pero kung wala, if you get to visit the United States again, try ninyo. Oo.
Oh my God. Ako, alam mo ako, Jazz, na-try ko. Hindi pala. Almost there.
Yeah.
As in, they begged me to do it and all, and I'm just like, not doing it. I'm so
Spectator.
scared.
Ay,
Ayoko.
But yung there na, sayang naman.
Hindi talaga. As in, nag-check-in out ako. I was like, no, I'm not. I was like, I'm not gonna die today. I'm not gonna die today. Kasi,
That's the thought, right? Because
yeah.
you're falling. So, parang, san ka pa?
Diba? As in, no, aside from that, Jazz, baka, natatakot ako kasi baka sa sobrang scared ko, atakihin ako sa puso. Bigla ako
Oh my God, you really went there already.
Yeah.
Deep na.
So,
Oh,
ako
my
naging
God.
morbid na ako. Grabe, sabi ko, bahala na. Oh my God.
And then
So,
after pala nun, quickly lang, yung instructor mo, magpapasikat, tapos maglalakad siya sa air, gagawin ng babaliktad. Sabi ko, oh my God, ang yaman naman ito. Pero,
oo. Nag-showcase, girl.
oo.
Grabe ka, loka. So, just question. So, pumupunta ka ba? Do you come to the US also all the time or?
More recently only. Parang in the last 5 years, mas nag-frequent na ako sa magbisita kasi a lot of like small events would well, not small, but like monumental events, like for example, our first family trip to the US, na kasama yung cousins ko and everyone, our relatives there also. We met up with them for the first time for me. And compared to that, to add to that, eto ring recently for my sister's bachelorette, and then I visited with my boyfriend much recently, netong December and January, just because we felt like it was one of the places where we could really start to yung parang sink into a bit of normalcy without having to restrict ourselves also, para we can still have that choice to wear our mask and then also choose the places where naka-curate din. Kasi I'm very scared pa, and I want to make sure I come home and I'm still able to work because I gotta pay the travel bills, you know?
Yes, exactly.
Yes, oo.
Correct.
I have to think of that.
Oh, wait,
Ay,
so,
teka lang. Wait, batiin na natin si Al Landigan. Sabi niya, watching from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Come for nice beaches and lobster and social, ha? In Scotland.
and scalping more.
Monsters.
She's beautiful. Why don't you join in Miss Universe Philippines? You are qualified. Oo nga, bakit? Bakit nga
Was
hindi?
that ever brought up? Was that an idea before?
No, I think it's always been a joke because parang they've always thought that I speak so well, but I don't necessarily count. Maybe because I speak English, diba? Minsan na we misconstrue yun for being intelligent or speaking
Yes,
well. But
exactly.
I don't like to think na I could be a beauty queen. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm pasok in the image.
Of course you are. Wait, how tall are you? How tall are you?
I'm only 5'4", but that's being generous. I think I'm actually 5'3".
Oh, okay. Depende sa heels or ano ba. Okay, kasi nga pala sa Miss Universe, at least, ano ba?
5'7" above ba?
I think
Hindi ko alam
5'6". Parang,
Not sure.
parang
Oo.
something like that. Pero
Or
pwede ka
parang
eh.
remove the height requirement of some sort.
Oo.
Hindi pa rin ako wala pa rin akong confidence
Wala
din.
yung heart mo pa doon. Oo.
Wala,
Oo,
wala.
pero magaling naman na grabe naman na one of the best actress talaga naman ng Pilipinas yan. Oo, you are. Pero wait, question, nung bata ka, kasi alam ko you grew up in, you were born in Australia, right? Kayo ng
Yes,
ate mo.
correct.
So
Yeah,
kailan kayo dumating sa Pilipinas? Nag-move?
1996. So I was 2 years old. And then,
Okay.
yeah, I spent my grade school years in the Philippines. Tapos high school, I spent in Melbourne with my mom and my brother. Tapos balik ako dito right after high school kasi may work na. I committed work for a 3-year contract nung I was 17 or 16, just about to turn 17. So I had to honor that contract and I learned very early on to para bang navigate work and respect the commitments I had. So I actually haven't finished my college degree at all, and but the thing is, I've learned to just look out for my finances because I think that's one of the things I can utilize para matapos ko siya in the future or slowly as I'm actually, doing well naman in work and finding small businesses to put my feet in and dip, my toes in every now and then. So it's interesting because I never thought I'd be acting. That's one thing.
Yun na
Like,
nga eh. Yeah, so paano, how did it started? Kasi, yung sister mo, di ba, started at a very young
Oo,
age.
oo.
So, nung time na yun, were you like, ako din gusto ko. So, sige nga, kwento, paano nangyari?
how did it happen? I think because lagi lang akong pinapa-audition ng mom ko noon for commercials.
Yes, TV commercials.
I stopped at the age of 9 and I said to her I'm too shy. I do not want to do VTR anymore. Parang wala lang sa heart ko noon. So she stopped forcing me. And then I moved to Australia na by the time I was 12. So wala nang chance. And then when I was visiting my ate here, kasi that was my request na sana I could still see her every Christmas and spend time with her and my dad here, I would fly home and I would go for go-sees. I think that's what you call them for commercial models and
Yes.
models at 14 or 15. Tapos by 16, I was getting offered a TV contract kasi nakikita ako sa Showtime with ate na sumasama lang. I was just sitting there and I was just always nakikipag-banter with the hosts every time they would pan the camera to me. So, yun, that's where it all began, I think, for TV and
Pero,
film sa
teka
Showtime.
yung sabi mo sa go-sees, di ba? Yung una, yung mas younger ka, you didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yung later on, ba gusto mo na to, hindi ka na pinipilit?
Hindi na kasi actually gusto ko maghanap ng pera kasi
Ayun! Kachis! Pera na ang usapan!
Syempre, no? Of course.
Namulat na ang mata niya sa pera.
Of course, dapat.
at an early age,
Cheers tayo dyan. Ayan,
Oo,
di ba?
magpakatotoo lang,
Oo,
right?
tama, oo.
Yes!
Oh
Oh,
my God,
know,
ate is
yes,
earning a
you
lot.
know.
Wait, ako din. Let me get a piece of that pie. Ano ba yun?
Exactly, I'll
Diba?
do the same. Oo.
be
Yes.
honest lang. Hindi naman ako, actually, I've always been honest with that. I joined showbiz because I wanted to start earning and I wanted money. Kasi gusto kong bilhan si mama ng kotse because our car kept breaking down in high school. So, parang, so medyo may ganong feeling na maybe if I can contribute to buying a nicer car. So, my mom, my ate, and my dad, and myself, with what little money I earned, kumpara naman, diba, sa i-contribute ng dad and ng ate ko, we bought my mom a new car, and that's where it began until gumawa ako ng pelikula. Yun talaga, sabi ko, wow, I think I'm gonna stay in this industry. And it doesn't matter kung magkano yung bayad. Basta mahal ko yung ginagawa ko. And I can persevere through, whatever the role may be. Kasi I think yun yung nakakalimutan ng maraming actors dito is that they do not like to portray support roles or cameos or short guestings because they feel like mas mataas na ako doon or dapat eto lang ako lagi
Ibang
but
leveling na,
Oo,
kumbaga.
totoo yan.
kumbaga,
Oo.
'di ba? Pero kasi may magandang magic pa rin na makita yung mga actors na nag-guest or nagsusupport or may surprise sa cameo in a film, 'di ba? Like how we see in Hollywood when
Oh,
we
yes,
we
true.
see like someone randomly guesting in a big commercial Hollywood film and hindi naman siya na market as part of the trailer and you're like, wow, you're part of that movie pala. So how fun and how what a I guess what a token to take home with you
Mhm.
and what a prize. I always enjoy doing that. So yeah, yun. Ano ba?
Oo nga kasi
Oo. Pero
yung mga nandito nag-audition pa rin eh. At teka, sabihin
true.
natin, Bella Katagi said, best actress namin yan, very smart, napaka down to
Napaka-down to
earth,
earth,
and
appreciative.
appreciative sa fans. Proud of that woman. Hope to see you again, Ate Jazz. From Antique naman. O, di
Oh my
ba?
God.
Hi,
Pero, pero
Bella.
Jazz, ito ha. So, wait, na-mention mo kanina na, yung car nyo was breaking up, right? Like, during
Yeah.
that time.
Karag-karag.
So, wait, so nung ano pala kayo, so nung bumalik kayo ng Pilipinas, kasi, I'm sure Australia, you have a better life there. Oh, nung bumalik kayo ng Pilipinas, so I thought na growing up na parang you have everything. But hindi ba? Like, did you guys
I mean,
struggle a little bit?
that's the image, right? But
Yes.
thankfully with my dad's good retirement, plans and my mom being an Australian citizen, there was a lot of benefits that the government could give us. And I was getting child support allowance because my mom and dad are separated. So that was something that we could apply for since my mom was a single mother in Australia. And kasi my dad had a family na, I was starting a family of his own already here sa Philippines. So, that was something we just grew up to understand and accept. And parang for me naman, growing up there in Australia, we had the means to make the ends meet for everything. Kasi ate would contribute to a lot of our needs for mga emergencies, pero meron din namang times na syempre yung mga wants lang ba kasi may mga uh, as a teenage girl, 'di ba, you want some few things like I want a nice new dress to attend the school dance and
Mm-mm.
I want to look good, syempre these are the things that are just wants kasi you can buy naman cheaper dresses that are still nice but
Exactly.
Mhm.
being an ate, she would consider that and help me look for dresses kapag nandito ako sa Philippines and I would go shopping with her and she'd make sure like for my 18th yung may parang cotillion pag we called it our year 11 debutante ball
Mhm.
and she made sure I had the nicest gown so she took me to Francis Liburan and we had a nice gown designed and parang I felt like ako pa nga yung pinaka-bongga sa group ko kasi wow talagang customized
Oo,
and
oo.
Oo.
none of my classmates had that. So may mga ganun perks
Oo.
because of my ate and I
Mhm.
feel like I would have just been chill naman na hindi makuha yung mga ganun. Pero thankfully, I got to experience those little luxuries because of her. So yeah, chill. We're a middle class family. I think
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
people think we're alta alta or we're from like a rich background, but we're halfies that speak English. So
Oo.
Wait, I'm
Oo,
curious.
oo, oo.
Do you guys live in the city or in the suburbs? Or by the beach?
in the Melbourne, we live by the suburbs before.
Mm-mm.
So that was where we first lived for 7 or 8 years. Pero when I moved to the Philippines and it was just my mom and my brother na lang, mas convenient sa mom ko na mag-train and mag-travel like to the shops or to meet up with friends. So my ate bought a house for my mom and
Wow.
near the city. So I mean, that's how vital my sister's role is in our family.
Oo.
That's how much we really parang have flourished because of her and the opportunities that she's taken on in life. So grabe, this industry and my ate making sure she, takes the advantage that she can out of every opportunity that's presented to her has also given me so many advantages and privileges na I don't think any other person would just have. So talagang kami we're amazed at how much we've been blessed by the showbiz industry here in the
Oo nga,
Philippines.
sobra, no? So, nung when you enter the showbiz, dumating ba yung time na parang everyone, you got annoyed because I'm sure there's so many comparison, right? Kasi matagal na yung ate mo then you slowly entered the showbiz industry. Or it was, or you were
O
okay,
okay
or
lang
you were
sa'yo
okay
yun?
with it?
Fine, it's totally fine because gano'n naman talaga eh, whether or not
Oo,
you're in the
true.
industry, 'di ba? Kapag haharap ka sa mga tita-tita mo, tita-tito mo, parang hindi na gano'n din, like, "Ay, parang kamukha mo na yung ate mo," or, they notice similarities and differences anywhere, and I feel like wala kang kailangan talagang ipagka-insecure or selos
Mm-mm-mm.
kasi you are your own person and kung alam mo naman kung saan ka magaling, saan ka napapansin, and also kung naiintindihan mo kung bakit na-appreciate ng tao yung ate mo, ano bang ikaiinis mo or kagagalit dun? Kasi, 'di ba, parang that's if you admire my sister, like, wow, that's amazing. If you don't like her, then I'd be worried. Then I'd be like, bakit? Doon ako
Oo,
maiinis. Ako
oo. True,
'di
true,
ba?
true.
So, I think take the good when you can para naman happy ang life and that's my ate also eh. She just wants good vibes and happiness and I
Aw.
try to do the same. It's not easy all the time, 'di ba? Sa atin mga
Yeah.
iba tao, pero ganun lang, try lang and try.
Good
Oo.
vibes
Hindi tsaka,
lang.
hindi
Oo.
tsaka ano ha, as in you made a name for yourself as well because you are really a good actress.
Oo nga,
I've
oo.
seen kasi dito sa US ang hirap kasi we don't have access talaga to watch like all the movies, right? So
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah, of
sa
course.
Netflix lang or sa Hulu or Prime
Yeah,
once in a blue, right? But I've seen sa YouTube yung mga 20 minutes, 15 minutes of your acting skills.
yeah.
I was like, damn, this bitch can
So,
really, really
Oo.
act. You are a
thank
natural
you.
girl. You
How
are.
how how did it feel na you finally you broke through the wall of kasi parang alang nangyari parang sige you don't mind it pero parang sabihin na natin nasa shadow ka pa rin talaga ni Anne. How did it feel na suddenly napansin ka and oh my God, you're very talented and napansin yung acting skills mo?
I think syempre yun lagi yung gusto mong, ma-achieve early on and yun talaga yung hahanap-hanapin mo being a relative of someone na sobrang recognized, sobrang well, known and talagang mas nauna ng mas maraming taon, 'di ba? So, to break through that and to finally cast your own light and feel like it's being casted onto you by everyone too, including
Yes.
the audience, it feels very rewarding. Talagang parang, oh, napapansin din yung hard work ko and napapansin din yung trabaho lang, kumbaga. Kasi, for anyone, it feels so wonderful to be acknowledged and to be
True.
noticed, 'di ba? Na uy, ang galing mo doon or kahit pa na test paper lang 'yan, 'di ba? When you're a
Uh-huh.
student, if you get like 80%, even if you didn't get 100 and you got 80, it would be nice to be noticed na, hey, I still got 80, mom. Like I didn't fail or
Uh-huh. True, true,
I
true.
did
Oo.
well. So it's those things na I like to I also feel myself and I like to experience kasi it means na you're doing something great and um, you're doing something more than what you think you've been doing. Kasi yun nga, napapansin na and may napupuntahan.
Oh,
So,
tsaka
yeah.
ano, aside from being a good actress, you're also intelligent, girl. Parang lahat na ata kinuha nitong
Oo
babaeng
nga.
napakagandang to di ba? You're smart. You
I
can
like listening to you. Very good conversationalist. I could listen to you the whole day.
Exactly. And also you're also a writer, an author. Like you pretty much wrote a couple of books. Kwento mo nga
really?
sa amin, how did it started? Yes, so paano nag-start yung skills mo sa pagsusulat?
Ay, teka. Batiin muna natin si Ate Pilar Mateo. Hello.
Ate Pilar
is
Mateo
here.
is here.
Ayan.
Hi! Ako, sabi niya, I miss you. Oba. Hi, Ate Pia. Okay, go ahead. So, paano nag-start ang skills mo sa pagsusulat?
I think it started high school kasi, um, well, I also would see my sister write poems in her own laptop, and when I was in high school, syempre we were encouraged to write a lot and dissect mga books, 'di ba? So, doon parang I found a lot of ability to express kapag nagsusulat nang hindi kailangan i-reveal completely word for word ano talaga yung nararamdaman ko. I can hide it behind certain figurative language or 'di ba pagkakaiba-iba ng mga structure ng sentence. So na-enjoy ko yon and na-enjoy kong paglaruan yon for myself until when I was starting in show business, I was also asked na magsulat and mag-contribute for Chalk magazine. So that was something I enjoyed for I think 2 or 3 years. I
remember that. Chok, yung pang teenager yan, di ba? Bago
Yes.
pumalis.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Tapos may mga campus crushes and all that type of thing inside of it. And I would have my own section that would be like tips and advice from me. It was called the Jasmine's blog. Kasi at that time, wala pang vlog. Wala pang...
Yeah.
Vlog pa lang yung uso.
Oo, uso yung vlog pa lang. So, doon ako nagsimula and a lot of my friends were also doing blogs like Lorene Uy, Tracy Aisonde. Those are my friends that would have their own fashion blogs. So, I thought I'd keep one for myself and just document small moments in my life noon sa Melbourne. So, I started writing noon on a blog and then yun, nag-translate na siya into a Chalk magazine section, and then I was mentored by someone who became my director for the first play I ever did, and who is now actually a Congressman Toph De Venecia, na he's actually lobbying for the arts industry, for the creative industry here in the Philippines. So he's making changes.
Oh, wow.
And,
Okay.
and surprisingly, no, who would have thought ako then I would be someone he would be consulting from time to time for the acting industry from our sector of the creative arts industry na makapag-contribute to something like that. Anyway, so kung saan na napupunta yung kwento ko.
Consultant ka na,
Okay
girl.
lang.
Oh, di ba?
Ganyan talaga.
Wow, di
Parang
ba?
tayo nagkakwentuhan lang talaga. Okay. And then?
So yun, that's where it all really how it all unfolded, and then Candy was also writing a book, and then they needed contributors. So I was one of the people that they asked if I could be part of that. So join lang ng join, 'di ba? Para mahasa yung creative juices natin, and hindi lang naman sa acting ang acting is on screen. That can also be through words and through expression in many different forms. So I'm not a good illustrator or painter or anything, but I can hopefully, na-impact ko yung mga tao kapag umaarte ako and nagagalit ako or happy ako, these are things that are crucial naman sa pagiging actor. So yun, that's how it all began.
Grabe, no? So how many books did you wrote na so far?
I've contributed to 2 books, I believe, and one of them is our playbook for No Filter, and then the other one is
No Filter.
our magazine, Candy magazine. It's called Candy Feels, and I contributed to that. So yun.
Are you working on new books? Are you plan of writing,
Actually,
publishing a new book anytime soon?
Not
Wala.
in the near future, but
Okay.
that's something I should think about considering 10 years na rin. I just celebrated my 10th year last year in the
Wow.
industry. So,
Wow.
Congratulations.
or was that 2 years ago? I can't remember because
Mhm.
that's all with pandemic. But maybe that's a great idea, and thank you for bringing that up. I've forgotten about my whole writing season in life. Parang
Yan.
sarap niyang balikan.
Oh, and
No, naging
oo
busy
nga,
ka
balikan mo
kasi,
yan kasi
no?
oo nga. And speaking of
Oo.
pandemic pala, balitaan mo kami dyan. Ano, matagal-tagal tayo nagtanong ng guest kung kumusta ng pandemic dyan sa Pinas ngayon as of now.
Yeah. And what did you do during pandemic?
Hmm. The pandemic now we're back on alert level 1, which it has been more relaxed, and the traffic is back. So
Oh, shoot.
that's
Okay.
Unfortunately, yun lang. Oo.
that's the one thing. That's why I'm staying home tonight with you guys. And what I did was natuto ako magluto for a while.
Oh, wow.
Kasi hindi ko na-realize na hindi pala talaga ako nagluluto ng gano'n kadalas. And I ordered a lot during the pandemic. Tapos na-realize ko wala din pala ako masyadong trabaho. So maybe I should stop and maybe I should start cooking for myself. So,
Yes.
Wait.
so budget is still in mind, right?
Galing, ang
Kasi,
galing, ang galing.
wait a minute,
Okay.
I'm deep diving into my funds na. Wait lang, di ba?
Oh, hold
Napapaganon
on,
ka
di
na
ba?
eh.
Oo. Yes,
Savings
yes,
na
yes.
to, like,
Yes, exactly. Oo.
yeah. So that's what I got up to. And just I stayed home a lot. And I wish, to be honest, I kind of wish I traveled and got stuck somewhere else with like family, because I was with my partner, I was with Jeff, but then I didn't really we got so bored here in Manila kasi nga parang bawat place that you would enter, ang hirap with the face shield, and it
Yes.
was just such a struggle every day.
Oo.
Grabe yung it was hard enough to go around with a mask, and it still is for many of us. Pero to add on a layer of face shield was just so frustrating and tiring, and it was so hot. So most of the time you would just rather stay home and binge watch a lot of series, and
True.
get wait until may lock and taping. So I had work naman, thankfully. I had work, and I finished, I think, 2 teleseries and 1 movie
Wow.
in the last 2 years. So kahit naman, there were lockdowns, may nagawa pa rin
You were
po.
still
Buti
luckier than
naman.
others kasi others didn't have work.
Yes.
Like zilch.
Oo.
You
You're
still
so
had it.
lucky.
Exactly.
Yes,
So
You're so
and
lucky.
you mentioned pala earlier na you started to cook and you're good in cooking. Now, what's your specialty?
sa ngayon, Bistek Tagalog. Ah,
Oh my God, ang
alam mo
sarap.
naman,
With-
hirap, diba?
With the onions and everything?
With the onions, I
Oh,
use
wait.
lemon, not calamansi, kasi mas type ko yung zest ng lemon eh. Kasi yung calamansi medyo sweet pa for me. So,
Oo nga.
gusto ko mas
Oh.
maasim-asim. Yeah.
Nagutom ako doon ha. Yun saan
Oo,
ko
ako
gumanon
din
bigla.
nagutom. Sinabi mo.
Nalik yung bistik eh. Oh my God.
Diba?
So, wait, do you eat rice? Kasi ang payat-payat
Yeah.
mo. Grabe.
Oh, yeah.
do you eat Jasmine
Every
rice,
day?
Jasmine? Oh my God, I had to say
Right.
that.
Rice,
I
Jasmine.
eat jasmine rice. I drink jasmine tea,
Yun na.
Lahat na ng
Lahat
Jasmine.
Sige na.
Oh wait,
Oo.
also you eat rice, but of course moderation, and plus also you also, oh my God, look at that
Ayan.
body.
Ano ng rice dyan?
Anong ginagawa mo?
May
Bakit
mga rice
ganyan
plants sa likod
ka-sexy?
mo. Pero hindi ko alam kung kumakain ka talaga ng rice.
Ay, grabe. So you still eat rice, but at the same time, talagang vigorous exercise.
Yeah,
That's
I
what you-
think
oh.
because I started so young with my exercise. I started at 16. But
Okay.
hindi naman yung talagang pawis na talagang 2 hours nasa gym, It's just, if I could spend 30 minutes every 2 or 3 days na I would do crunches or, leg workouts, kasi alam kong payat yung braso ko, pero yung chan ko tsaka yung hita ko, doon lagi. Doon kami ni ate na tinatamaan when we gain weight. So, ako kasi I like to move around a lot. And wala akong kasambahay. So, that helps
wow.
a lot. I'm forced to walk up and down my stairs every day, hindi yung nakahiga lang ako and would call for, a maid to help me do things. So, not that I'm saying ganun si ate, but, she
Yes.
still does things on her own and hindi naman siya ganun ka reliant. Now that she's a mom, she's so hands-on pa. But I think that helps her also keep off the weight because she's so hands-on, she's so physical with Dahlia. So, as I was saying, katulad ko, wala akong kasambahay and doing my own household chores helps a lot to keep me
Wow.
active. And,
Wow.
diba, if you notice, we don't really gain if we're always moving. We stay
Moving.
the
True.
same
We're on the
weight.
go,
We stay the same weight, whether you're super slim right now or not. So,
Pero wait
yun.
wait, walang kasambahay? Kasi usually sa Pilipinas meron eh. Lahat,
Oo.
halos lahat. Like everyone that I know has a kasambahay. What about you? Since when did you decide na, ayoko, gusto ko, I wanna live on my own? Parang Australia, style, US style.
Um, I think 5 years ago.
Oh,
It,
wow.
to be honest, hindi siya by choice nung una. Kasi, she had to leave. My kasambahay had to leave for family reasons. So, it was difficult. Oh my gosh. Sobrang hirap. Pero, it was...
Ano yung pinakamahirap na chore sa'yo? Yung
Paglalaba?
5 years ago. Labada.
No.
Hugas sa pinggan.
No, I think pagva-vacuum ng sofa kasi yung mga aso ko, grabe mag-shed.
Oo. Mahirap. Araw-araw yun.
Araw-araw. Exactly. Yun yung pinaka nahirapan ako na parang, it's the small things that help talaga and that ease up your day's work when nagagawa yan ng kasambahay, 'di ba? But yeah, so anyway, she left for family reasons. Yun, tapos na-experience ko living alone. Sabi ko, okay naman pala. Parang I like the privacy. I like the
Exactly.
solitude and the independence. I'm forced to learn and natuto ko mag-washing machine, gumamit ng washing machine, gumamit ng kaldero, mag-bake, all these
Oo,
things.
lahat na.
Oo.
Yeah, maghugas ng pinggan and all, right?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
exactly.
Hindi kasi naman, tawag nito, pag may kasambahay, naisip ko rin kasi, di ba, sa Pilipinas, talagang, when we were there, growing up, meron. Tapos, ang pag-move ko dito, sabi ko,
Yes.
doon ko na rin, tama ka yung privacy kasi parang, dati parang magchichismisan tong mga to lagi. Tapos yung private life mo, kinukwento sa iba. Parang, ay naku, ganyan si Jessica dito. Sabi ko, tapos aawahin mo minsan, ate, ba't mo kunento yung ganito?
Oo,
At least kung
diba?
di ba kung wala kang kasambahay, ikaw lang. Oh, wow.
Did
So,
you pick up anything new while in sa pandemic na skills? Aside from yung cooking. Naging plantita ka ba? Yun ang uso eh.
Oo,
2
yeah,
years ago.
yeah.
I pretended na naging plantita ako. But really, nalagaan ko lang yung garden na nandun na talaga. So, wala naman talaga akong biniling bagong plant na nag-grow or...
Look at this plant, is beautiful. Take the picture. Okay, dyan ka na plant. Bye.
Bye.
Ako yan. Tapos, I'll take a photo of me with this tree. Ako nag-alaga
Oh,
niyan.
plantita.
Bunga na.
Oh my God.
Ako ang rason ng bunga niyan.
Oh my God, grabe, no? Pero ito, just ito, you're known to be, kasi iba pag merong mga write-ups about negative write-ups, yung iba, they just keep quiet, bahala sila. Pero ikaw, you're known to be self-spoken. Di ba?
Oh, yeah.
Parang,
And to speak up. Oo.
Yeah, matapang. So,
Oo.
oo nga, buti like, saan galing yung pagiging matapang na yan?
Well, my previous manager used to say all the time, it was because I'm an Australiana. So,
Okay.
baka dun na muster up yung confidence ko to be outspoken kasi 'di ba tayong mga Filipinos we're pretty conservative, we like to be, parang ayaw makipag-away, non-confrontational, I think yun yung term na hinahanap ko. So, ako naman, gusto ko kasi, let's just clear the air. There's nothing to hide naman on my end. And kung kayang i-address na, di ba? Yes, at
Sabi
Clark.
ni Ate Pilar, no holds barred.
All
Totoo
right.
yan.
Oo.
Yeah, that's what we admire about you.
Tsaka, I think yun din, exactly. And it makes the job for everyone's job easier. Kasi, they need one they that's the topic that they were gonna write about anyway. Might as well give them the truth and give them your perspective, kasi baka mamaya mali pa yung maisulat nila, ikaw pa yung magalit, 'di ba? Ikaw pa yung
Exactly.
mapikon or
Parang
mainit.
you're controlling the narrative. Parang ganun ang
Exactly.
Exactly.
And
Which is better.
help na kasi may chance ka na namang ma-interview eh. So kung ayaw mong mapagsulatan ka or wag ka magpa-interview, wag kang join ng mga public
Ang
event, wag kang
galing.
pumunta sa press
Wow.
con, wag kang,
Mm-mm.
I mean, it's just a choice. And I think, gano'n din kasi si ate, and I don't want to back off from anything. Kumbaga, wala naman akong tinatago, so go. Ask me
Ang
what you want.
galing.
Ay, teka
Ang
lang.
galing,
Parang,
ang galing.
parang narinig ko pa yung tinge ng Aussie accent. Sampulan mo naman kami, marunong ka pa kung yung thick talaga.
Yung Aussie
How
accent.
you speak before.
All right. What would you want to hear from me? Because I'm just here. I'm talking to you guys. We've been live with everyone, and we want to thank everyone for joining us. And
Galing.
I've been using this lip balm, and I put it on my lips, and it's been nourishing my lips.
Lips. O, diba? Galing.
Oh, ang galing. Grabe, hindi pa rin nawawala yung Aussie accent.
Oo.
Sabi ni Ate Pilar, no holds barred ka raw, kaya masarap kang interviewin. Kaya mahal na mahal ka ng mga press people, no? Grabe, nakakatuwa kasi tama ka, mas okay yung ganyan na, hello, I mean, I have nothing to hide, so wala na kayong masusulat about me. Kayo mabibisit, di ba?
Yeah,
Grabe.
Inuunahan
Pati sa
mo na.
love life mo. Sa love life mo, you're open about it too.
Super.
Kumusta ang iyong love life?
It's
Kumusta?
good.
Ay.
How long have you been
Good.
dating? How long have you been dating?
6 years na kami. So we just celebrated our 6th year recently. And yun nga, I think people have been noticing that it's been quiet. I don't post a lot, but when I do, it's meaningful kasi wala lang, natutunan ko rin naman na if I don't want people talking about something about my life, diba? Or crying, di wag akong mag-share kasi sa akin yan magsisimula at sa akin lang din yun matatapos. So,
Exactly.
if I want people to know something, then I'll share it. And then, sila na bahala how they want to, if they want to know more, then mag-abang sila. But so far, we're good and we're really quiet, we're peaceful, we're taking it day by day with all of this pandemic struggle. But now that we're easing into things, he's getting busier and kasi he works in tourism, so kailangan mas present na siya, and he helps out he's in Region 1. So he helps out Pangasinan, La Union, and the Ilocos provinces. So very important for him to now check out ano yung mga open nating tourist destinations kasi ito talaga yung magbabalik ng ekonomiya ng Pilipinas, our beautiful sights to see here in the Philippines.
Oh my God. May nag-ask dito. Friend namin si Marga. Marga, sabi niya,
Ayan.
I want to know more. What's the best thing about Jeff? Sabi niya.
Yan.
Hi,
You opened the door a little
Inunahan
bit
kami ng
and now they
magandang
want it
ano.
wide open.
They want
Ayan
it
na.
wide open. Yes!
Wait lang, I'll just have some water.
Oo. Tsaka paano kayo nag-meet? Kwento mo yung love life nyo.
Okay, well, the best thing about Jeff is definitely his aura and energy kasi you feel it the moment you speak with him and you hang out with him. Almost anyone na na-encounter ko or na kaibigan niya, or sorry, not just kaibigan niya actually, but mga taong kakamit lang sa kanya, yun lagi ang unang nasasabi sa akin, grabe no, ang bait ni Jeff, or napakamasayahin niyang tao or matulungin. And he's really just naturally that type of person. So that's the best thing about him kasi you feel it. It's not put on, it's not for show. Ganun talaga siyang tao. At may vibrations kang mararamdaman. But how we met when I was 14, 15. Siya kasi talaga kaibigan nila ate and nila Erwan.
Okay.
So, because they were hanging out at some point, nag-meet kami I think at a birthday party or despedida. Tapos, ayun, we just never lost touch really. Every time umuwi ako dito for December, syempre same circle ni ate. So may chances that we'd bump into each other. But we never really hung out up until I was single in 2015. And yun.
Wait, was it
My
when you saw
God.
first when you locked into each other's eyes? Was it like at first sight?
I'm
Love.
pretty sure it was. It was like at
Oh.
first sight.
Okay.
Cute siya eh. At saka,
Oo.
um, crush niya ako. I felt it. Crush niya ako agad-agad.
Ay,
Gusto mo hindi may crush sa'yo?
Damang-dama
Kilala
mo.
niya ako agad-agad.
Oo, ayan. O,
you
di ba?
know. Yeah.
Oh my, so wait, paano kanya niligawan? May ligawan pa ba? Uso pa ba ligaw ngayon?
Meron pa rin.
Oo.
Mas modern lang, I guess. Kasi 'di ba, up until before pre-pandemic, people we'd go out, 'di ba, to the bars and we'd hang out. So we would always hang out with his friends for like a small drinking session. And we found ourselves hanging out na kaming dalawa na lang at some point. Tapos, he asked me out on a date one night when we were in the bar. So, ang una naming date is sa Intramuros, actually.
Oh.
He took me on a rooftop bar. Tapos kami lang dalawa doon.
How romantic and very Filipino.
Oh, diba?
Diba?
Oh, diba? Intramuros.
Dalawa lang kayo doon sa rooftop. Ano yung pinaka-close na yung rooftop?
Hindi naman. But it was one of the places that he really felt like if he were to go back there again, gusto niya may dala siyang date. And so we nagkalesa pa kami. Tapos tapos
Tingnan mo.
after ng kalesa, nag-wine kami doon.
Akala ko sa malamig eh. Para yung theme ng Filipinism tuloy-tuloy.
Oh, why not, diba? Oh, package. So, diba? Binenta
so-
ka na sa akin.
Oh my God, parang ako nanonood ng movie while you're
Or,
talking
while
about
you
it.
were narrating sabi ko, kinikilig na ako. Sabi ko, parang rom-com.
Oo nga,
my God.
rom-com.
Kasi imagine ko, and two beautiful people, kinikilig ako, feeling ko ako nandun din ako.
Aray.
Ikaw
Ako si
nag-ano mo,
Jasmine.
Kalesa.
Aray. Diba? Why not?
Oh my, ang galing. So nung time na yun, that was the time that you realized that, oh my God, I think this is it. It's him.
Yeah, I really just felt like this guy is so thoughtful and talagang he's true to his nature na kasi tubong La Union and he really believes in making his province known for its surfing areas. Yung kumbaga he wants it to be known talaga and he wants people to enjoy it. So if he wanted me to really enjoy the Philippines, he took me on a first date to somewhere like that na sabi ko, di okay, ibig sabihin, we'll have nice vacations, we'll have good places to see.
Aw.
He'll be thoughtful about these things kasi bukod sa it's part of his work, he's really making sure na mabigyan siya ng tamang investment ng oras, ng yung kumbaga, it's nice to be part of that. Kasi ako din naman, I'm only a half Filipina, but at the same time, I would love to know more about that half of me and understand where I can come in and also amplify that through my industry naman. So, mga locations na pwedeng gamitin for films or masuggest sa mga ka-industriya. Yun din yung benefit for me na, wow, may benefit yun talaga hinanap sa relationship.
Oo. Pero hindi, ang galing kasi good combination, no?
At saka yung
Yeah.
that way na
Combination.
yung hindi you appreciate the places pero yung utak mo lumilevel din ng this could be a great location for a film, maybe
Oo,
I
hindi
can
lang
suggest
nandun
this.
ka lang.
Yes.
Oo,
Does this mean that
galing.
you have that not just being an actress right now, you have like you're feeling like to produce or direct in the future and be behind it all?
I hope so, yeah. Maybe produce, not direct, but maybe produce. That would be something to try out. Kung na-try ko namang magsulat, why not try one day mag-produce?
Exactly.
So,
Oh, wow.
hanap-hanap muna ng budget.
Correct. Oo, tama.
Investors, budget, lahat yan.
Correct.
Diba?
What
Oo.
about, what about, speaking of, syempre, 6 years na, no? Did you guys talk about, like, marriage or ano ba, engagement or
Definitely, it comes across in terms of talking about that. And I think you never really kami kasi we don't go into the relationship na walang end goal, right? So what's
yes.
the point of staying if that's not what you wanna eventually end up with? So with us, it's that's always what we want, and that's always what we're working towards with the small feats in life and what we want to accomplish before we get to that stage. Kasi marami pang kailangan magawa for myself, and also for himself also, 'di ba, marami pang need ma-tackle or ma-accomplish na ako personally. I know I'm not ready for sure, but that's something na I'm working on, and maybe he is, maybe we're not just meeting yet,
Mm-mm.
but it'll come in time, and we're 6 years, hindi na yun malabong mangyari.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So,
definitely,
diba?
definitely. And if just okay, let's just say okay, he proposed na ha. And then you'll start like, planning about the wedding. What type of wedding do you like? Do you want just a simple
Sa
intimate wedding?
Intramuros, girl.
Or yung gusto mo yung
Alam ko
glam
na
and
yan.
glam
Intramuros
and
talaga.
glam expensive like, wedding of the century type of thing. Anong klase?
I haven't thought about that, but
Kasi alam mo,
before,
yung sa ate mo, iconic yun, ha?
Ay, oo.
wow, that hindi siguro hindi ako ganon. I know
Oo.
hindi ako ganon.
Oo.
But I know one thing for sure. Before, ang dream ko talaga is something like by the beach or something simple. But to be honest now, I'm not very it doesn't matter so much to me where or ano yung backdrop, because I think mas gugustuhin ko na lang na ma-save din namin yung money na yun para makapagbakasyon
Exact.
kami sa magagandang lugar. Yun na lang.
Oh,
Smart.
practical.
Smart.
Practical.
To be
Smart,
selfish
smart.
na lang for us. Kasi I think
Smart.
at the end of the day naman yung wedding or yung celebration of the marriage is really for you two. So if you can spend more on where you two will get to experience life more, then why not?
Ano na lang?
Exactly.
Ano tawag doon? Since nag-surf kayo, so sa sunset sa La Union, tapos maghanap kayo ng priest na pwede rin mag-stand sa surfboard. Tapos nagbabalance kayo doon nakaupo. Tapos yun, di ba? Yun ang wedding nyo,
Ano, ang
charot. O, di ba?
social. Hindi, alam mo kasi,
Oo.
alam mo sa totoo lang ha, kasi for example, like dito kasi sa US, ang wedding dito, for example, let's say you're gonna have a big wedding in a, I don't know, in a garden or whatever. So, usually, tinitingnan po namin dito kung, let's say, I'm invited, I have to check how much per plate. With gratuities and everything.
Yes,
So,
correct.
let's say, for example, let's say $300 per plate. So, it's like may kasama ka pa. So, it's like, sige, I'm gonna give $600. So, ganun dito po sa
Kasi
US.
you have to match it. The
Yes,
plate.
ganon
Oo.
dito. Sa Pilipinas ba ganon? Kasi ito ang sinasabi ko rin dyan sa ibang friends ko. Kasi I was married once. Na it was a big wedding. It was a very expensive wedding. And after that, syempre naghiwalay din kami after 12 years, right?
Let's talk about you. Okay.
I know, right?
Ano nangyari? Ano, charot?
Pero ito,
So-
pero sinabi ko after that, kaya every time I tell my friends, I was like, guys, ganun din naman yung ibibigay sa inyo eh. Kasi not everyone would match the $300, the $400-$500. So let's say they can give you $250 or $300. It doesn't matter kahit expensive yung place. Bibigyan ka din ng ganon. So don't spend na lang that much if you cannot. I mean, or just save the money and just
Right.
have fun with tama ka, explore and go travel. Mas okay pa yun na investment.
Lalo na ngayon, diba?
Exactly.
You realize that anyway, if these people will like to celebrate your marriage, they'll see you and they'll meet up with you, and it doesn't matter if they were there on the wedding day or not, because it's just one day out of forever. So the sentiments, I think it's for many, kasi they like the grandness, and they like the celebration of that one day, because it's maybe the one day that they can have everyone that they love in their life come together. So yun din naman yung mga sentiments behind it. Pero ako din kasi parang yun nga, 'di ba, if you can save it para mas ma-enjoy nyo, di mag-Maldives tayo, di balik tayo
Correct!
Oh my God!
natin, di ba?
Nakapag-Maldives ka na ba? Parang nasa bucket list din namin ni Jessie yun eh.
God,
Yeah, I
Mal-
went na. It's
How was it? How
Oh
was
my
it?
God.
Oh, you guys should go when you can because sobrang ganda niya and the water is just so beautiful. Parang, actually, to be honest, parang siyang Palawan, pero iba din kasi, iba din naman yung ganda ng Maldives and yung may enjoy mo lang kasi it's its own island and
Yes.
parang yung resort may kanya-kanyang ganap. So, I think it's
Oh
its
my
own
God.
identity that should be experienced. And
Ano pa-
gusto
Oh
ko
my God.
balikan.
Mahal ba? Mahal?
Mahal, oo nga, mahal ba?
Medyo may pagkamahal. And ako
Yes.
kasi practical ako. So,
Yun
I'll
na
be
nga.
honest, no, namahalan ako. Pero, I think if you can save up for it, it's worth the trip and it's worth the experience.
And aside from Maldives na napag-usapan natin, anong top 1 destination mo sa labas ng Pilipinas? Kasi ako, if you ask me, ako at Italy talaga. I'm so in love with the romance and the old world of Italy. Ikaw?
Actually,
Sa dami, no? Sa dami mong napunta.
Oo.
You love to travel.
I love traveling and I love traveling with Jeff too. So we've been to the south of France. We went to Nice. I really enjoyed that, and we watched Coldplay there. So I think like what J-Cass was saying, yung old world, that
Yes.
feeling. I love that seeing that, being immersed in it. Ang sarap na parang wow, history,
And
diba?
parang ako,
Yes.
imagine ko minsan in 1500s or whatever yung mga tao na naglalakad dito and now I'm
Yes,
walking
yes.
on the
Oo, nag-enjoy
same
talaga
pathway
kami.
as them and I'm
Sobra.
here.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
Sobra.
That's what
Kami
I
yung Italy, no? Have you been to Amalfi Coast? You would
No,
love.
but I've been
Go
to
there.
Capri.
Sa Capri. Ang
We went
social
to Capri,
diba?
Positano. Capri,
Ang
Positano.
social. Diba?
Sorrento.
Pero,
Girl, you go, oh God, gusto ko
Ganda
na tuloy
talaga.
bumalik. Kaso,
Balik na tayo.
practical dapat eh. Alam mo,
Oo.
alam mo what, you know what I love about you? Kasi practical ka. Kasi yung
Yeah.
iba talagang, I mean, kumpleto na tong si beautiful Jasmine eh. Di ba parang, hindi kasi yung iba parang, okay, I work so hard and
I'm
I'll just
earning this,
splurge.
ganyan, and that's,
So wait, so do you have a guilty pleasure?
well, I'm beginning to have one now, which is actually, kaya ko siya show off tonight. It's my art
Ayun!
guilty pleasures now.
Oh my
Nakikita ko nga yan. Ikaw
Sino-
yan?
ano yan?
No, this is not me. This is not
Okay.
me. But
yeah,
this
okay.
is, I just purchased art.
Ah.
So this is now beginning to be a guilty pleasure kasi I don't like to spend. So
Oo.
now I choose where I spend and where I give value for money, diba? So this
Yes.
is made by my good friend Mark Nick Dao. He's
Oh,
one of
yes.
the beloved photographers here in the Philippines na super best friend na ni ate, no? And has shot some of her most iconic covers and photo shoots. So he just had an exhibit and this was one of his pieces. And it's called Got You Something, It's on the Way. And yeah, actually kapag na ilawan to ng ibang ilaw, this will turn blue. And
Galing.
parang visual play siyang mangyayari dito. So
Wow.
that's what I've started to spend my money on, like artwork.
Oh, galing, ang
Investing in
galing.
art ka naman ngayon.
Investing in
That's a
art,
good
galing.
investment. Oo.
What about bags? Kasi usually bags and shoes, di ba? Usually ganun yung mga guilty pleasures.
Designer labels.
Are you into that? Like you had the,
I like it,
Yeah.
but I wait hanggang maregaluhan ako. Kasi I don't like to
Galing.
spend so
Oo.
much on it. Or I wait for the sales because hindi naman ako,
galing, practical.
I don't necessarily want to be in the trend or what's, I don't need to be,
Yung the latest bag right now. Hindi mo
Exactly.
it's not necessary for you. Yeah.
diba?
oo.
And we like to go for the classic looks. So, kung kakayanin, edi hawakan natin yung mga classic na dyan, mga blacks and whites and beige, yung mga ganun, para din timeless yung pieces. So,
Galing. Grabe. Bilib na bilib ako sa'yo talaga. Lalo mo akong napahanga. Lalo mo kaming napahanga.
Oo nga.
Yeah. Diba? At least,
Diba?
oo, ang ate mo rin ba ganon? Same ba? Or naghihiraman ba kayo? Yung tipong ate, you have so many. Let me just have that.
Pero Chanel, te. Mga ganyan.
Oo, mga
Actually,
ganon.
I think I'm the one who borrows from her a lot. And dati yung mga sapatos niya talaga, I would borrow kahit yung mga designer. And then I got afraid kasi baka mamaya hindi ko alam kung gaano kamahal yung mga shoes, no? So, and then I started buying my own. So, sabi ko, sige, mag-invest na rin ako sa sarili ko. So, I just buy yung mga key pieces para hindi kailangan madami and pwedeng ulit-ulitin kasi yun nga, you can hire stylists and look expensive. But
Yeah, mix and match.
Exactly.
And you mentioned pala earlier, businesses earlier.
Yes.
What are those businesses that you're dabbling into right now?
sorry, I just put on lip balm.
That's fine.
Ay,
Wait, wait
yan?
lang. Mamatch kita ako. Ay, ako din. Oo, ayan.
Ano yan? What's the brand of your lip balm?
It's called Aaron. Sorry for my not complete manicure.
Aaron. Okay.
It's called Aaron and it's my favorite brand right now. I love. It's
Galing.
she's the daughter of Estee Lauder.
Lauder, yeah.
Estee Lauder.
Wow.
Yes.
She's the daughter of Estee Lauder.
Okay.
I love
And
her
then,
brand.
okay, so, yun, yung question ni Jcas. What was your question, Jcas? Nawala ako.
Oo, sabi niya kasi she's dabbling
Ay, mga
also in
businesses
businesses.
mo, yes.
Ang talino, di ba? So,
Oo.
let's
Pati
pick her brain.
businesses, di
What are
ba?
you dabbling into right now?
I am dabbling in, we have our boutique hotel in La Union, which is Funky Quarters. So that's something that I am a partner of. And we've been running, even throughout the pandemic, we've been running. So the kitchen was running, people were ordering even from Manila. Meron kaming mga na tatanggap ng mga orders and na-deliver na pagkain. And also,
Wow, all the way from Manila pa?
yeah,
Wow,
from La Union to
From
Manila.
La Union, ha?
La Union to Manila?
Gano'ng kasarap ang
Well,
funk.
yung chef namin would have its own kitchen dito sa Manila para fresh pa rin yung luto, di ba?
Oh my
And
God, wow, it is really funky. Look at that, it's industrial.
Oh my God. Parang
Yeah.
feeling ko, very industrial. Feeling ko
love
nandito
that in
na sa US,
funky
ha?
quarters. O, di ba?
Thank you. So if you guys are ever here and want to go to La Union, let me know. I will host you guys.
Oh my God! Definitely.
So cute. Oo.
You can even host your show there para, di ba, at least live na and then we can do a live episode there if ever. That would be fun.
At saka
So-
pag pumunta ka din dito sa US, sa New York, ha?
Yes,
We will
yeah, when
host
we come
you.
back.
Don't hesitate,
Oo.
ha?
Lagi ka ba dito? Lagi
we
ka
can host
pumupunta
you.
dito sa sa New
No,
York
that
area?
was actually my first time again since when I visited 10 years ago with my family. So,
Oh my God.
yeah, I'd love to come
Mas-
back though. So,
Girl, mas madaming maganda ngayon. So many places to explore.
Open na. And I feel like you and Jeff are the type of people who likes hole-in-the-wall places. We'll take you there.
oh, I love it. Okay,
Yes.
great.
Oo. Maraming places na pwedeng puntahan. Uy, yan yung, sa inyo yan? Ito yung
Yes.
guys, oh
Wow.
my God, go there.
Thearchitecture.com. Excuse
Oh my
me.
God, look at that.
Gusto ko yan,
So,
mga
did
ganun
you-
modern.
Yeah.
Proud na proud ako sa'yo. So wait, who came up with this? Ilang taon na ang Funky Quarters?
Funky Quarters has been around for I think almost 5 years, if I'm not mistaken, and we're a group of 5 or 6 people behind the company. So we put together the boutique hotel because some of us wanted to escape the Manila toxic, energy and wanted to put up something of our own there since madalas naman na kami mga bumibisita doon. And taga doon din si Jeff. So actually sa ilalim ng Funky Quarters is his burger shop called Mad Monkeys. So that's why we were able to find the space above and
Ang
build
galing-galing.
a boutique hotel there. So, it all just came into place perfectly kasi dati office ni Jeff yung kung saan yung hotel. Tapos ginawa lang niyang nag-build lang kami ng extension and ng 3rd floor para may rooftop bar and kitchen din kami. So, you can see the sunset from there.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
Can you
thank
show it
you.
again nga,
Mind
guys? Please
blown.
go to Funky Quarters in La Union.
Oo.
How far is La Union from Manila?
Right now, because they're opening all the new exits, you can actually make it in 4 hours or less. So, but just follow the speed limits ha. Kayong mga Pinoy, minsan di kayo sumusunod sa mga
Nang
speed limits.
Tama, tama, tama.
Kaya magbas na lang kayo,
Grabe, ang
ganyan.
galing.
Or mag-bus na lang kayo.
Nagbas kami dati eh.
Actually,
Oo.
I recommend taking the bus kasi yung Partas bus will drop you right in front of Funky Quarters.
Ay, oo, talaga. Yung
really?
Partas, I remember. Wait,
Yeah, you get off
balik
right
mo yun direct. Wow, I'm
Ano
salivating
yun?
right now.
Ano yun?
Don't-
Ano specialty
Teka
ng
lang,
pagkain kasi?
hindi pa kumakain. That's a piece of
Pakita mo
art.
yun, direct.
That's an art, girl. Look at that.
What
Kaya
is
pala
that?
in-order pa from Manila kasi wow.
Surf burrito plate. So we have dishes there, and we also actually serve the bolzico beef. So we have their steak. So we support Nico.
Oo, ano, I love Nico. Oh my God.
Hindi ko alam kung brother-in-law ko ba siya. Basta something in-law extension.
Oo.
Diba? So we serve his meat there as well para support each other din kami. So and the most famous drink to try at the bar is the 5-minute drink, which has been concocted by Jeff himself. So in 5 minutes, you're good to go. Kahit one drink ka lang forever for the night.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
really?
That's
Yan
what it is.
yun?
Yeah.
Can you keep the bottle?
Oh my, can you keep the bottle?
Yeah, you buy it and the bottle is yours na.
Oh my God, pag umuwi kami, bibili talaga ako, tapos magdadala ako ng a couple dito sa US.
Tell me,
Diba?
Wow.
I'll give you na. I'll give
Oh
you.
my
Just tell me
God,
when
ang
you're
galing.
here. Yeah.
Girl, you are smart. So,
can't.
oh my God, galing. Tsaka I notice US style yung like sobrang dami. Kasi usually pag umuwi kami ng Pilipinas, parang ito yun, ang liit-liit. Pero yung portion ng food nyo, yung pang US na malalaki.
Pang mga AFAM, girl.
Yes, kailangan, diba?
Oo, diba?
Siyempre yung market din ng La Union minsan are the foreign tourists.
Oo,
So,
yun na kasi.
kailangan sulit yung bayad ng mga locals kapag kakain sila dyan, ramdam nilang nakuha nila yung value for their money, 'di ba? So, kasi mamaya babayad-bayad ka ng mga magkano nga yan because it's a tourist destination, but then hindi mo naman nasulit yung food, hindi siya masarap, konti pa yung portion, parang ang pangit naman nun, 'di ba? Gusto ko kumain sila sa place ko, ay masarap doon and it's worth the money, babalik tayo doon. Plus, the drink is 5 minutes lang. Yun na, one drink lang.
But you don't necessarily have to finish it in 5 minutes.
You have to finish
Oh
it.
my God!
you have to finish it?
Lalaban. Uy, alam mo,
Lalabang
Jasmine, thank you,
kami
ha?
dyan.
It's been since I've been here, I haven't gone back to the Philippines yet. Your place, your Funky Quarters is making me want to come back at this
Let me
moment.
know.
Oh my
God,
God.
definitely.
Tapos
Girl,
that's an idea. Let's take the 5-minute drink as our over a glass or two drink, and
Oh
then
my God, you're right.
Yes.
tayo.
And let's see what's gonna come out of our mouths after that.
Exactly. What a journey that would be.
Oh my God.
Imagine. Uy, Wena Paz is here.
Diba?
Hi, Wena.
Hi, Wen.
Hello.
Oh my God, ang RM ni Mr. Gary Valenciano.
Ayan.
Ayan, nandito. My God, alam mo, grabe. As in, nag-goosebumps ako nung nakita ko. Sabi ko, wow, ang galing mo. You're very young, entrepreneur, practical, beautiful. I mean, is there anything else that you cannot do?
Oo nga eh. That's the question mark in my head right now.
Is there anything else na gusto mo ilagay sa bucket list mo? Na gusto mo pang gawin? Parang lahat na.
Yung next
You're very
venture mo,
talented.
meron ka bang pinaplan?
Wala pa sa ngayon. But, maybe something similar to Funky Quarters. I'm trying to look for a new space right now and new lot and land na I can create a new beach destination na pwedeng ma-enjoy ng mga private and solo travelers na parang bahay, hindi siya hotel type. So, that's the next goal.
Parang
But,
Airbnb type. Parang gano'n.
yeah, something like that.
Galing.
Ang galing ninyo eh. Oh my God, you guys have the eye for design and then business acumen.
Exactly.
Thank you so
Ang
much.
galing,
I have
no?
my partners to thank for that. Syempre, without their knowledge also in business, I don't think I'd flourish or I'd be able to achieve anything like that. So, cheers to them. Definitely.
Galing.
Oh my God.
Top
Ang galing,
destinations in the Philippines should have funky quarters.
Wow.
So
Oo
true.
Sana.
Yeah, so true. Ipopost namin, repost natin Grabe. Sa mga friends namin, para yung mga friends namin, pumunta dyan sa place.
Oh, kasi nga,
ang
slowly
grabe,
nag-open na
very
in both countries eh. Yeah.
industrialized. Parang akala ko kung nasa US ba tayo? Parang ganun yung dating, di ba? Parang, wow. Malapit ba siya sa beach?
Yeah, actually, it's just across the road from the beach kasi nasa highway siya. So, you're right, next to all the different coffee shops and mga, right underneath it, merong parang karinderya. So, there's a different mixed market na pwede mo talagang i-try and it's so central, so it's so perfect. I mean, I'm not just selling it, no? I'm really being honest. Like,
True.
it's a good spot. And
Girl, it's selling itself.
it's selling itself. Thank you.
Exactly. Yes.
Everybody who saw the picture wants to go in there right now. Stat. I'm
Ako
telling
din,
you.
oo. Kakulitin ko yung family ko ngayon na gusto nyo magbakasyon. Go!
And get the 5-minute drink.
Yes.
Diba? Yeah.
Diba?
So, na-try mo na yon? As in, sobrang nalasing ka ba?
Mga 10 times na, and every time the next day you always tell yourself, I am never gonna drink the 5-minute drink. And
We always say that to ourselves, and yet, pag nag-recover ka na, tara na, guys!
Balik na tayo. 5 minutes straight ulit. Go!
Gabi na, guys! Let's go! Tayo kilos-kilos na. Wait, and
kilos na.
when was the last time you visited Funky Quarters and LU, per se?
Maybe long time na.
Tagal na.
Like before pandemic pa, and had the 5-minute drink was definitely when I think my brother was here pa for Christmas, and we were shaking our booties and we were just like, kala namin may concert kaming dalawa ng brother ko, like we were just dancing, and that's how it gets you moving.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Si Andy
can't
na-try
wait.
na tsaka ng mom mo?
My sister has tried it. Yes, she has. My mom.
Ano sabi? Hindi
She
pa.
likes
Okay.
it. My ate likes it. Kami, we love it. Kaming magkakapatid. enjoy namin yung 5-minute drink. Talaga.
My God, siguro imagine, Jcas, anong gagawin mo? Kasi Jcas, every time, let's say we're in Manhattan, whatever, I mean, kahit sino mga barkada namin kasama, lagi siyang sumasayaw sa gitna, nagtutwerk.
I always mop her floor by my body.
I think we'll get along very well.
I don't know what we're... And girl, not for anything else because you're Jasmine and your sister is Anne. I feel like genuinely I would love to hang out with you. Yung kainuman.
Sobrang saya siguro.
We'll have the 5-minute drinks every 5 minutes for an hour or so.
Ay, lagot!
Bangingi.com. Oo nga.
Wala pang 1 hour, bagsak na tayong lahat.
Bagsak na tayo.
Tama. Oo. Yung mga gagawin natin, yung mga sasabihin gagawin natin, mga off the record na lahat yun. Just go.
Correct!
Alam mo, sino ba yung kasama natin? I think it was Jake Cyrus, right? Jake Cyrus, and Troy.
And Troy Loretta.
Loretta. So we were like in Manhattan, right? Noong una, sige, okay, inom. Tapos we did bar hopping. That was just like a few months ago. Alam mo, until 4:30 a.m. As in, oh my God, mag-aaraw na. Sabi ko, oh my God, sabi ko.
Drinking.
As in, the following day, we were, imagine mo, kung meron dong 5-minute drink, baka hindi tayo tumagal.
No, I think by 2 a.m. you guys will be like, I think I'm ready to go.
Okay, bye. I have to go. Bye.
Kaya ko. Oh my Lord.
Feeling ko si Jazz, no? Sobrang fun kasama sa sa bar, and right?
I will stay with you on the dance floor, JCass. I think that's gonna be me.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Oh my, because you're a dancer too. Grabe. Oh my God. Ano ba? Kumakanta ka pa ba? Ano ba?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yun na nga no?
Hard no.
Oo, but at least you dance.
Yung ate mo nga, may nagko-concert pa sa
Oo nga.
Araneta Coliseum.
Diba? So
Pwede ka din.
know. Let's give it to her na lang.
Oh my God, grabe. Nakakatuwa ka, Jasmine. Ano
Yeah.
direct sabi mo? Ayun, yung next project daw, ina-ask niya. Oo nga pala. Hello, I may nag-ask pala. Hello, waiting pa rin kami sa next project mo. Sorry kasi hindi namin napansin yung tanong mo, girl.
Nandun na kami
Kasi sa inuman na kami. Nagiinuman na kami.
Kaya nga over a glass or two dun eh. Diba?
Mas masaya yun eh. Okay.
Oo.
Yes, so ano yung next project mo?
Anong niluluto mo ngayon, Jazz?
Actually, meron akong pelikula na in the works. We just finished back and forth ng draft. So, ngayon meron na kaming schedule. We're gonna start shooting in May. Pero hindi ko pa pwedeng sabihin kung sino yung gagawa ng pelikula and kung sino yung kasama ko. Pero this is a dream come true, I think, for me. And this is something I'm really looking forward to. Kasi so far, in the last few years, ang mga nakakasama ko sa pelikula, talagang hindi ko may imagine sila yung mga makakasama ko. You know, like Jericho Rosales or Yola Pascual, you know, these types of actors that have proven how long they've lasted in the industry and the impact that they have, you know, with their audiences. Clearly, these are some of the things that I'm also learning kasi I may be doing well in the independent side of things. Pero, yun, etong next one ko, ganun din yung level niya. Piolo, Jericho level. So,
wow. Oh my God, we can't wait for that.
Actually, while we were doing our research, merong Alden na bagay kayo. Bagay talaga kayo. Pero sorry, may Jeff na eh. Pero hindi ba nagsiselo si Jeff kay Alden? Hindi.
No, actually, you know what? People don't know this, but they actually get along off cam because when we shot in Italy for Alden and Main's movie where I was their support actress, dala-dala ko si Jeff. And Jeff and Alden would talk all the time together. So they, you know, when Jeff would pick me up from lock and taping, they would see each other at the lobby and, you know, have a quick banter before Alden would head off home and before I would be able to see Jeff pa for myself. Nauna na silang mag-catch up bago kami ni Jeff. So imagine mo, 3 weeks akong wala. Ang unang makikita ni Jeff is si Alden sa lobby. So sila muna nag-uusap and then, you know, so may mga ganun kaming relationships that I guess we're just not very public about. But yeah, it's super easy to work without because ganun sila ni Jeff and because may ganun silang established na, you know, friendship of some sort. So yeah.
My God, excited na kami mapanood yung mga bago mong movie.
Next project
Sana dito sa US, iba ba? Kasi it's so hard kasi nag-research kami sa like Netflix naman dito sa US. Or Prime, or, diba? Sana,
Nasa company kasi yun eh.
Pwede ka din sa Hollywood movie, no? Hindi mo na tinry?
Man,
na mag-audition?
Actually, I've sent in a few audition tapes before for mga, well, not Hollywood, but BBC projects. But, unfortunately kasi yung mga parang request nila, are you open to, you know, frontal nudity? And these are things that I know I can't do yet and mako-compromise yung
career mo dito naman sa Pinas yan, oo.
Yeah, and then also yung project nila, 'di ba? Parang nagsayang sila ng oras sa akin, hindi naman pala ako willing mag-frontal nudity. Baka I'll lie and take up so much time on set trying to be comfortable. So, may mga ganong moments na I think napakalaking bagay din kasi for foreign projects, no? So, I'm trying to see baka merong in the future, I might be open to stuff like that kasi just recently I did a film naman na may konting suggested nudity, you know? So it might be something. I don't know. Who knows, right?
Oh my God, excited.
Never say never lang.
Oo. Yeah. Ay, yun ba yung nag-ask si ate, what's the genre, ano daw yung role mo dun sa niluluto mong movie?
Ay, genre na lang daw ang clue. Pwede ba?
What's the genre?
Pilar, Marites ka
and your role. Hindi ba pwede? Hindi pa pwede.
It has, meron siyang revenge feels na lang.
Ayun.
It has some revenge to it na,
oh my God.
Ayan, ayun na yun.
Exciting to, exciting to. Abangan nyo na lang po. And we will post it. Just, sana meron dito sa US, pero it doesn't matter. Just send us all the materials and then we will definitely
tell
post
Peachy
it.
to do it.
Definitely.
Back again, right? When
Yes, please, to
Yes.
promote, ha?
Anytime, girl.
To
Oh my
promote.
God.
My
Yeah.
God, magiinuman tayo. Excited
You're such
na
a
ako
great
makainuman ka.
conversationalist. Oh my God.
Di
Oh,
ba?
by that time, baka I can send you guys the 5-minute drink and then we can...
Diyos ko doon.
Diba?
Tapos iba-vlog namin yun. Tapos magsasalita kami,
Diba?
Jika. Tapos
Yeah,
Jika.
tayo yan. Oh.
Iba-vlog natin yan. My God. Ay, pasensya na. I cannot believe it. Anong oras na sa Pilipinas? Magta-12 na midnight. Pasensya na, Jazz.
Okay,
Kasi
practicing pa naman,
I know, pero thank you so much. My God. Sabi, meron ba raw kayong teleserye ni John Lloyd? Kami?
I hope so. Sana po. I want, I would be so open to that.
Oh my God.
Hindi naman din po malabo kasi GMA na kami pareho. Well, he does projects in GMA now. He's not, I think, under exclusive network contract. But since he does a lot of projects under GMA, sana, no? Kasi that would be a great experience after getting to work with Alden. And Alden is now working with Bea to be, imagine mo naman, ako naman to work with John Lloyd, di ba? Parang baka kaming apat naman sana would be that would be a dream for
Tingnan
me.
natin yung mga tandem.
It will happen. Definitely, it will happen. Naku, ang dami nating aabangan kay Jazz. Jazz, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Grabe,
and
ang saya-saya ng Saturday morning namin.
And of course,
Sana umiinom tayo.
before we let you go, I have my very famous last question.
Yes, last question.
I know you're still pretty young, but talking to you right now, you have so much experience in life, and I've learned a lot at this episode. So my
Sobra.
question, Jasmine, is if you get to travel back in time and talk to young Jasmine, what are you going to tell her?
Oh my gosh, grabe. Hindi ako...
Pang-pageant, di ba?
Pang-pageant.
Ito yung pageant question mo. Kahit ayaw mong
Yes.
Ano yan? This is the test.
Yeah, ito yung test. Ito yung test.
Okay, if I could talk to my younger Jasmine, specifically, I think my 15-year-old self, I would tell myself, girl, keep your head up, learn to keep walking. Yun lang.
Oh my God. And I thank
We
you.
love that.
Thank
We
you.
love that so much. Oh my God.
Grabe, ang bata. How old are you, Jazz?
I'm 27.
You're
so-
only 27, but
Only
you've
27.
experienced, your experience in life is like so broad.
Oo.
Ang dami na, meron ka ng, kumbaga, lahat, you're
It's
a
just
surfer,
gonna get
you're
so
a
much
writer,
better.
you're
Oh
a
my
model,
God.
you're a good
Really?
actress,
Yes,
you're
it
an
is.
entrepreneur, you have a restaurant. I mean, what else? Dami naming abang. Imagine mo, feeling ko pag 40-something ka na, my God, so million, nananalo ka na baka nasa Hollywood ka na, girl. We're you know what, we're claiming it for you and we're praying na maging sobrang successful
We're
pa.
very excited for
Diba
your
ang
career
mo?
and
Sobra.
watch your next steps.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maraming salamat, Jazz.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jake.
Yes.
Had such a
Nako.
great time chatting with you both. And next time with a different type of glass naman. So,
Ayan,
Yes,
Hindi
oo,
na
inom.
yung iniinom mo, 'di ba?
Ay,
no, warm
Hindi na,
up
iinom
lang.
tayo.
diba?
Warm up lang yan, oo.
tayo tonight.
Correct. And also, Jazz, tawag dito, nawala ako kasi feeling ko umiinom ako. Jazz, ano naman, last message mo and please plug, last message mo to everyone.
Yung sa global fans mo, mas marami pa manonood nito after this eh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Of course. Hello to everyone that's watching over a glass or two. I hope you guys enjoyed our chat tonight. And if you guys are coming from different parts of the world, not just the Philippines, sana you guys share with us your experiences too in the comments below. And in the future, maybe join us again and we'll drink something and have fun again. Thank you.
Thank you. My God. Pwede ring host to si Jazz, no? Lahat na nga
Nag-host nga yan eh.
Oo.
Oo, di ba
Ay, nga
nag-host
pala,
na yan
host
eh.
ka nga
Oo.
pala. Like, nag-MTV ka na ba? MTV
Actually,
VJ?
not yet, but I did something similar na parang in TV5 before. It's called Spination. It was a music, parang you get to tweet and then it get featured on, parang like this. It was kind of like this, but we had like music performances at the same time.
Interactive music and
Yes.
music
Yeah.
then. Wow.
My
Yeah.
God.
Ayan.
Maraming salamat, Jazz. My God. Oy, thank you din sa iyong kay Percy. Thank you, Percy.
Peachy.
Peachy.
Give the Percy.
Peachy pala.
Buti ako naalala ko, Peachy.
Si Peachy. Ate Peachy. Maraming salamat. Oh, yan. Okay.
Ayan.
Go, Jcas. Close our show for tonight.
Thank you mga ka-OAGOT and everybody who logged in and enjoyed this episode. Please tell your friends and share this episode amongst your friends as well so they can enjoy it. And also please follow us here in Over a Glass or Two in Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. And subscribe to our Over a Glass or Two YouTube channel. Oh my God, the very beautiful Jasmine Curtis Smith. Thank you very much for hanging out with us and being candid and and for us here in the US and around the world for letting us get to know you a little bit better.
Exactly.
You know? Yes. It's a privilege to get to know you for this morning.
Wow, thank you. I don't get personal often, so I really enjoy this.
Yeah,
And-
we're glad you
salamat.
did. That's what we want. That's what we want. So everybody, let's have a last toast for this morning.
Sa mga nag-iinuman po dyan.
Patulog natin yung...
Black na me.
Okay lang yan. Okay na air. Okay.
Pretend na lang tayo. Yan. Okay,
Mga
go.
ka-OAGOT and Jasmine, amidst the pandemic, let's still find ways to be happy. Let's all talk about it over a glass or two. Bye, Jasmine. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you so
Mwah,
much.
mwah.
See you very soon. Bye,
Have a
guys.
good weekend.
Alam nyo ba itong SMDC? Ang gandang gawin na puhunan. Kung gusto nyong mag-invest sa mga kondo nila, maganda yung mga locations, talagang prime, mala resort yung mga amenities. Well-managed yung cleanliness, saka pwede mo pang maparent yung kondo na mabibili mo. Hindi mahal yung bayad sa pag-reserve, pati yung monthly mong down. Talagang abot kaya nating mga tiga-ibang bansa. So guys, kung gusto nyo magkaroon ng sarili nyong kondo, pamumuhunan ninyo, titirahan o gagawing bakasyonan, may eksklusibong discount kami ng SMDC dito sa Over a Glass or Two. Mag-email lang kayo sa amin sa oagot.us@gmail.com. Pwede ka din magbenta nito para sa ekstrang pera mo. So email lang kayo sa oagot.us@gmail.com. Get your mind and body rejuvenated with Monarch Montage, Skin Science and Medical Aesthetics. Secure the glow you always wanted. Achieve the body of your dreams. Monarch Montage upholds its high standards in beauty. Beauty is the harmony of science and art. Beauty is balance and civic. Complexions are meant to be immaculate, and beauty is beyond time. Imagine the possibilities. In the Philippines, contact Dr. Homer Mendoza. In New York City, contact Dr. Alicia Almendrao. Learn more at monarch-montage.com. Monarch Montage, the beauty and health continue.